are we up to today? Well, we're up to something that needs me to adjust the camera angle. My Leatherman. I've done it some damage, and those among you who have used these before can probably tell the problem. It's down here. I had a bit of an issue with 24 volts. You'll see right here. I'll give us a couple more inches. I'll give us about that. I need a bit to... Whoa! Okay guys, unplug it first. Now that issue I had with 24 volts left a big chunk out of the jaws on this, as I may have mentioned in that clip. I'm not sure how much of a clip I will be including. Anyway, I have these have arrived. Now I couldn't get the standard stainless unpainted ones, I got black ones. Nonetheless, these should fit. And they are a 930355. So we're going to go ahead and change these. This is likely to be a very quick video as a result, but sometimes short videos do wonders for audience retention. That is a figure that shouldn't matter to me, considering that this channel at the present time is not monetized. I don't have any intentions at the time of filming of monetizing this video, but you never know what the future may hold. I may be made an offer that I can't refuse. Well, that is kind of unlikely though. Alright, so they give you the whole kit here. They don't expect you to have any tools on hand to do the job. They give you the little Torx wrench as well to undo these. So we're just going to undo a screw and drop that jaw off, which I can probably pop out. Alright, this one is done up considerably tighter. That's probably spot welded on. Oh, that may have just sheared the top out of that screw. I know, that was the screw letting go. I am a little concerned that with the amount of current involved in this little uncontained release of electricity that I may have spot welded these jaws on. There's our original screws, there's our new screws and jaws. Let's see if I can get these things off. Oh no, they're going to pop out. There is a little chunk of something that just fell out. There's a little chunk of metal. That's a burnt piece of metal in there. Alright, so let's take a look here and see what kind of damage we did to these jaws. Well, we fried that end of the jaw pretty damn good. Wow. Yep. Let's have a look at our other one up close here. Have a look. Yep. Air fried, alright. For those of you who don't use Leathermans, that's what it should look like. So yeah, they're pretty well fried. Now I'm going to get black jaws in this, but that might also remind me not to do this again. I think I want to actually get in here and give this a clean out. I've got some contact cleaner somewhere. I have some of this electronic contact cleaner. Now if I use this, I'll probably have to re-oil the jaws, but I have to get this can upright to make it work, which means getting off camera, or we swing our camera angle up and we do this with the can upright. That's better. Send that over here and give it a little bit of a scrub with a toothbrush to get some of that junk out of there. They should sit a bit better. I can instantly feel that the jaws on this have gone slightly gritty. Yeah, and they now jam in that position. So that probably indicates to me that I have just damaged some of the oil in there. That's okay, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm going to try and use the contact cleaner to flush any of those gritty impurities out, and then when it dries off, I will re-oil that hinge. Let's discard our old ones and change our camera angle again. Right. So I'm going to open a jaw and I'm going to drop this guy down in here. There are a couple of different styles of these, and I wanted to make sure I got the ones with this little lip under here, just because that's the ones that I currently have. I'm not sure of the real importance of that, although looking at this, it does seem to help center it correctly. I'm going to put the new screw in because why not? And we'll whiz this guy in. I'll do them up just loose for the moment, and then I'll tighten them up in a moment. Alright, drop this guy in here, drop you in here, yeah. Alright, and we will use the short side to get better mechanical advantage here. So I want these to have nice alignment. One of the reasons I cleaned under here is any junk that's under here will change the alignment and the relationship between the jaws, meaning they will cut less effectively. And a lot of the stuff I'm doing is fairly small wire. So that is good there. Alright, so we can do a test cut, but I might put a bit of oil in there before I put some pressure on them. So let's find some oil. Now I have some oil, and this is a bottle of oil I've had for probably about 5 years. Good old Singer sewing machine oil, handy for so many things. Now I'm just going to put a single drop on the back of these jaws, and then I'm just going to give it a wriggle and let gravity and surface tension pull it through. You tend to find that when you do this you will get a bit of black gunge coming through here. It might not come through as much as usual because of the contact cleaner. But yeah, see that's got nice and loose now. Now when I push this up like so, it's very gentle and soft. It drops down all on its own volition. You'll know if you've had a new pair of these, if you to do that, they'll stay in that position and not drop down. So you'll have to actually force them. Crucially, in this state, they now don't. If I tip them this way, they don't stay in that upper position. They will eventually drop down. I can't quite get the angle correct here to do that, but they will, with a little bit of coercion, drop back down, which is good because I use them like this when if I need to open and reclose them because they're not sprung. I put a finger top and bottom, and so I can get it around what I need to, put some force on it and go clip, and then slip my finger back here to open it. So a lot of those things I do probably behind the camera that you don't notice. So yeah, these are also worn in a little bit. I do understand these are the riveted ones. I think you can tighten them up somehow, but I'm not entirely sure. Though given these have a 25-year lifespan and this one's already been back for repair once, I might be able to actually get that under warranty anyway. But they probably would have replaced the jaws if I had asked them as well, but I couldn't be without my Leatherman for that long. Now on the topic of pocket tools, and some of you will be Victorinox fans, I also carry this on my belt. This is like my daily carry. The reason I carry both of these is down to a really simple fact here. This guy has a deadly sharp blade on it that cuts everything really easily, but has no lock on it. So a deadly sharp blade with no lock, if you're holding it like this and you happen to bump it, or you're using it like that and it bumps down, I have nearly cut the tip off my finger at least once with a Victorinox knife. Now this one's handy in that it has all the screwdriver attachments as well, and it has a little torch. This was actually, Victorinox offer a lifetime warranty. I actually traded this for my Swiss Flame that they don't produce anymore and don't ship because the gas chamber in it ruptured, which was a known fault. Now I could have probably got enough money selling it on the collector's market to buy a new one of these, but at the same time there was a Victorinox dealer nearby, so I just took it in and said, hey, does the lifetime warranty still apply with this? And they said yes. So one of the options they gave me to replace it was this guy. It was the Swiss Cyber Tool, and I have since put replaced the toothpick with a flint steel in here. These are really nice, very handy. But my Victorinox, it has a nice, my Leatherman has a nice locking blade, and it's got a sheep's foot blade. Now the sheep's foot blade is one that I use all the time for literally everything, including opening all these packets, because you can get your finger up here and get really good control on that blade. The serrations are a bit of a problem, but at the same time they're also handy. The reason this is called a sheep's foot blade is it used to be used for trimming sheep's feet, or their toenails, basically, or hooves. That's that style of blade, and that's what it was designed for. That is an exceptionally useful blade, and there's also a number of other tools on here. The saw blade on this works much better than the one on the Victorinox, and these have very square edges on them, which are great for striking against a flint steel. So you can use, in fact you'll probably notice there's a bit of black on the end here where I've struck the flint on the back of that blade before. So it's nifty little stuff. However, the can open, the reamer and stuff on this is not anything massive to write home about. But yeah, so the screwdriver in this has got a little bit more oomph than the largest Phillips on the Victorinox. But between the two of these, they cover quite a lot. That and my utility wallet that I'll show you another time. But anyway, that's pretty well it. I'm going to do a little thumbnail photo in a minute, and we'll put this up as a little quickie on the channel. A bit of a filler whilst I cover some more of the stuff that I'm doing with the ambulance. So we'll see you all in the next one. Hope you had fun.